Hello everyone, my name is Altair and we are in Star Citizen. I'm going to show you in a small series of videos for new players like you to how the way you can make money, explore the games and earn rewards that way, and how to enjoy this game. For enjoying the game, you're gonna need always some type of currency. The game is UECs and you're gonna need a fairly good amount of them. You're not going to need to be a millionaire or anything like that. You just need to have money in order for fuel, to move, to eat and drink for your character, because now that is a thing in the game, and be a little bit equipped in order to survive. And then you can go explore these solar systems. Okay? We are in Crusader right now in the station of Port Olisar. If you are in Horizon, you need to look for the signals in order to go to the spaceport or any store to buy the next thing. Like I said, you need to keep it yourself. In this case, I'm using a light armor, light backpack, multi-tools, and things are fairly cheap. In order to buy them, you need a store that sells defense equipment, armors, multi-tools, anything like that, and another store with weapons. Sometimes they are mixed together, sometimes they are not. That depends on the planet or the store. In this case, I am in Polarizar. Guarantee Defense is the one to go. Now, important things. Armors and backpacks are tied together for their size. So if you are going to use a heavy armor, you're going to be able to use all backpacks in the game. If you use medium armor, the max backpack you're going to be able to use is the medium one. The same with the light armor, with the light backpack. It's fairly easy. You just need to buy the one you prefer. In this case, like I said, I'm with a light armor. In this case, this is a good one to buy. And you have the light backpack just behind it. If you want something bigger and with more space, you can buy the heavy armor core. In this case, it's a little bit wonky to buy them. Use the screen. Always save your destination to the station you are right now. For example, Polarizar, we are there. Category, armors, and here you can pick anything. In this case, we want the armor cores, okay? You go to torso. In this case, you have the heavy armor, you have medium armors, you have a lot of different armor, okay? All of these are heavy armor. You will have here in the description with the amount of damage reduction, the temperature rating, the backpack compatibility, and many other things. Like I said, buy the one you want. Realize that the price influences quite a lot. Already, just the heavy armor core is almost 5,000 credits. So, always watch the amount of money you have. In this case, you just want the cheapest one. In this case, I'm actually using this one. True Defense, True Core, Black, Gold, and Silver. You can use any color you want. That is at your own taste. Like you can see, it's only 1,700 credits. You can also go to the backpack section. Ignore the battle in the background, please. And you can buy several backpacks. You will need to look at the compatibility. All that is light backpack. In this case, this is a heavy backpack. And they will have you again a small backpack. You need to also look at the amount of volume or space for carrying capacity. In this case, this light backpack only can carry 40k of PCUs. This one is 51k of PCUs, or 50k. Why that is important? For the cargo capacity. For example, the mineable rocks we are going to mine in this video, each one of them is 1000 PCU. So this armor can only carry 40 rocks, and this one can carry 50 rocks. And it's actually cheaper, so always buy this one. I know the color is not that great, it's yellow, but it can carry more and it's cheaper. Buy this one. You can carry a medium armor, you have this one. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's useful. And if you have a heavy armor, you can choose between this one or this one. This one is cheaper, so again, you can pick this one. It's only 3 credits cheaper. 3 credits, it's 3 credits. When you have all of that, you open your inventory with the eye, and here you can equip everything. Okay, how you equip them? When you use it, you open the filters to open everything, and you can look at the armors, undersuit, clothing, weapons, everything. If you see that you have too much, you will not have all these things, So if you have too many things in your inventory, you can use the custom filters. For example, you just want the armor core, okay? You put core right here, and you can pick anything of any other core you want. In this case, I'm not going to use it because I already have the one I told you. And I'm going to equip the helmets. You don't need any of the arms or anything like that. You can go without the arm protections or even the legs. You can go without it. You just need minimal the armor core, the backpack, and the helmet. You will also have a free helmet the moment you start in the game, along with the undersuit, so you don't need to spend money on that. Then, utility. You're gonna need a tool. In the game right now, there is one tool that is almost required for anything that is called the multi-tool, okay? The multi-tool is almost like a pistol, but only for different jobs. You have different attachments. You have right now 4 of them in the games. Only 3 are useful. 2 of them are the most used, because the other one right now, no one likes to use it. You have the tractor beam, not important right now, and you have the Orbit mining attachment. This one isn't important for the video and for what you are going to do. You need to grab it and put it here in order to be equipped and to allow you to mine. Sometimes it will do this, so you can put it back in here and put it right there. If you see that the pistol change I have now that is here is completely equipped. Then you're going to need some medical supplies. In this case, med pens are for healing you in case of any bleeding, damage, or anything like that. And the oxypen, this blue one right here, is in case you are depleting your oxygen. That's also important to have when you're going to do cave mining. Maybe you are going to run out of oxygen, you can inject that in your undersuit, and you replenish a little bit of your oxygen. When you can buy all the things, well, the multi-tools, sadly, you cannot buy them in Porolizar or in Grimex. You need to buy them in any other station in the game or in any other planet. In case of Crusader, you can only buy them in Horizon, or if you want to travel a little bit, in Crew L1, the station that is right here. In this station, you can buy them. Sadly, Porolizar doesn't have any right now. Then you're gonna need a weapon. Just in case you need to defend yourself, the way we are going to do it, you're not going to need a weapon, hopefully, but it's better to have always some kind of weapon to defend yourself. When you start the game, you're gonna have one of these, the Arlight. It's probably the best weapon right now in the game for starters. Why? It has 30 ammo capacity, so you have fairly good amount of bullets for any kind of weapons. It's a laser pistol, so you don't have to worry about bullet drop or range. And it's completely free. You will have it in your inventory. In my case, I'm going to use the S38 pistol because I love that one. And in order to equipment, you go to the weapon tabs, there's the pistol, and put it in there. Easy to use. You're also going to need some ammo that you're going to need to buy. In this case, I already have the ammo equipped. But in case you don't have equipped, you will have it here in the ammo tab of the inventory, and you need to put it there. If you want to buy the ammo, you can be able to buy them right here. Don't use grenades in the game. I know you want to use them because they explode. Don't use it. They will kill you. Please don't use it. And you can also buy them in here. Be aware that there is a lot of different ammos, components, and guns in this in the screen. So use again the filters. Like I said, for Olizard, use the destination are here. Use the weapons, and for example, attachment for the magazines and also the attachment of the guns. And you can buy the ammo. The ammo has the same name as the weapon itself. So if you want the S38 ammo, you can buy it here. If you want the Arlight pistol ammo, you can buy it in here too. Good thing about the weapon store in the game, you can buy any magazine in any store, but you can only buy the certain amount of weapon in any store. That being said, you keep everything on you completely, and once you have everything equipped, you can go mining. It's that easy, that simple, and that cheap to do. You don't need to worry about anything more. Now, if you forgive me, I'm going to keep this. And we are going to Daymar. Daymar is the desert mode of Crusader. This is the only place in Crusader that have cave in order to mine. If you are in Hurston, the planet of Hurston and the moon of Aberdeen have cave. If you are in Microtech, I think only the planet of Microtech have cave, and in case of Arcor, I think there is no cave at all. But I will see you in Daymar in order to explain you the different ways in which you can find any cave. So, see you later. Okay, we are right now on Daymar, we have arrived, and I have already picked the mission that allows us to travel to the nearest mine that is not marked in the map. If you want to see the ways you can go to any cave for mining, you have two different ways in the game right now. One of them is going to the official mine that is marked, and you can straight jump to it without any problem at all. The problem with this mine is that you have far more risk to encounter hostile players on them that can and will kill you in order to steal anything you have. So I do not recommend going here. The risk will be higher. Not always you will find players, but the risk is there, and you obviously don't want to spend like half an hour or an hour mining just for a player come kill you and steal everything for you. It's not funny at all. The other way is that you pick a mission that marks you a cave in order to go there. You have several ways to do that. One of them is with the investigation mission. In this case, I already picked it. It's this one, investigate missing client. The name of the client will change. And if you read the description, it will tell you that this client got lost in a cave on Daymar. Sometimes it can be the same cave that is already marked. So if you see that you can cancel it, you will not lose anything, no money, no reputation, nothing at all. So there is no penalization for doing this. But you also have another type of way of making it. In Bounty Hunter, if you had the reputation up with the new mechanics in the Delphi, you need the reputation with Bounty Hunters up, and also I think Crusader Security, yeah, with Crusader Security and the Bounty Hunter skill, you need to have the reputation up and all the tracker training permit. A little bit of problems right there. And you will have a mission that is Entrenched Bounty. That's the name. Entrenched Bounty. The pay will be like 30,000 credits. It's a lot of money, but you will need to kill a bunch of pirates. Sometimes from 10 pirates to 15 pirates. 15, okay? Not 50, 15. You will need to kill some pirates right there, and that's a little bit dangerous because they can kill you, obviously. So do it at your own risk. I recommend this one, the missing client. It doesn't pay that much, it's only 4,000, so it's not worth doing the mission at all right now. But it has a really nice job of marking you in any close cave. I have already traveled a nice distance to shorten the boring parts of the video because this cave was 300 kilometers from the jump point when I arrived. You cannot jump straight to this point, you cannot mark it, you cannot do anything, so the best thing you can do is jump to any other close location and travel by engine to it. If you are flying at night and you are afraid of crashing into the moon or into the planet, use the tab key to use the pulse of the scanner, and you will have this nice view of the floor or anything in the game right now. So use it, abuse it. It's also very beautiful and satisfying to use. Also, don't be afraid if the marker of the mission disappears when you are at roughly 4 kilometers of the place. And remember to not go really fast against the floor. It's not that safe for your health. Yeah, 3,300 meters. The cave is easy to find, even that the marker disappears. You will see this weird rock formation in the floor or in the side of the mountain sometimes. So it's not that difficult. Ignore all those cues, okay? All those markers, ignore them. Now, the important part. But if you are at night in the moon, or even in the planet, my recommendation is turn the ship off completely. Don't leave the ship on. Why? Your lights in the moon are easy to see, especially in a smaller moon like Denmark. People can be flying around in the planet doing anything, just flybys, enjoying the view, or anything like that. And if they see light in the ground, they will get curious. And maybe one of those players will want to kill you just because it's fun. And of course, that will ruin your experience. Now you need to find the entrance. It's fairly easy. Just try to climb to the high point of the cave, and you will find the right place to enter and exit the cave. Sorry for a second. I'm with a little bit of allergy right now, and that is a pain. Okay, now, once you're in the cave, you have 3 different materials in order to mine. You have dolomite, green crystals in a small rock. It's easy to see, okay? It's not difficult to forget about it. This is dolomite, the cheapest material, but also the most painful one to mine. Why? Minerals are defined in 2 different ways. The amount of resistance of the rock and the amount of instability of them. Resistance will make that it's harder to charge the energy of the rock, and instability will make that the energy jumps more up and down during charging, and that is extremely dangerous. I'm going to show you this. So you use the pistol, aim at the rock, and it will give you all the information. The name, in this case dolomite, the weight of the rock, the resistance, and the instability. As you can see, in the other side, you will have 2 colored bars. You have the green one and the red one. You don't want to touch the red one at all. Get really far from that. And once you press the fire button, you want to slowly increase the power with the mouse. With the wheel of the mouse. Slowly but surely. So, you see now, that white triangle is the energy on the rock. You want to let that triangle in the green zone, or put no the red zone. Why? The red zone, if it charges completely or even a little under the green zone detonates or breaks the rock, that rock is going to turn into a grenade, and that's going to kill you completely. It will not let you alive. Sometimes it will only hurt you or incapacitate you. You need to avoid it. My recommendation, don't lose time mining dolomite. It's not worth your time, it's really difficult. And that white one I was talking about will start to jump a lot, especially in the green zone. The green zone makes the rock far more sensible, and it will start to jump up and down, and it will be far more common that white bar will touch the red zone. And this rock will be turned into a grenade. Don't mine it, it's not worth your time. Then, if we can find it, you will have another type of rock. Okay, this is dolomite also, but it's aphorite. Okay, there is another type of rock called aphorite. Instead of green crystal, it will have blue crystals. It's a little bit more expensive, but it will also be highly unstable and difficult to mine. Not as stable as the dolomite, but a little bit stable. What the hell is this? Oh. This is new. Okay, ignore that. That's a new bug. And then you have the king of the cave called Hadanite. Pink crystals in the rock. This is the one you want to find. This rock is far more resistant than the other ones, meaning that the time for the rock to charge the energy will take longer, but it tends to be fairly stable. Also, it's the most expensive one. Each crystal is worth like 275 credits. So yeah, it's a fairly good amount of money for how little bit of time it will take you to mine it, and for how little bit you risk doing this. In order to mine, you just charge the mining tool at 100% because this rock is fairly resistant, and give that. Once you reach the green zone, you want to lower the energy because, like I said, the green zone makes the rock far more easy and soft to mine. Don't ever let that triangle touch the red zone, okay? So once the rock breaks, you will have these little crystals to pick up. Use the F key to interact with them and store them. They will go straight to your backpack. And remember, each time you're picking one of these crystals, you're making money. It's not that much money, you're not making it too really fast, like maybe you're doing like 30,000 credits each 30 minutes. So you can maybe do like what, 1,000 credits a minute? It's not that bad, especially because you are completely safe, you're not risking that much, especially at the first time you do this. But sadly, sometimes these rocks are a little bit trolls like this. This one didn't drop that much of crystals. Now, if you want to be completely sure that all those minerals didn't get lost, press the I key, go to inventory, and you will see all the rocks right here. If you want to know how many crystals your backpack can store, each rock takes 1000 PCU of volume, of space. This backpack only has 50k PCSU, so basically you can only store 50 rocks of Hadanite. It's not a huge amount. I think you can make like 20,000 credits with this. You can also store a little bit here and here. And you can use your ship in case you can access to the storage or enter inside the ship. You can use the storage of the ship to store more mineral inside. That is something you can do. And the ship has a lot of space to store materials. In this case, I'm also going to enter more deeply into the cave. Don't be scared. They can be a little bit spooky sometimes. So if you are afraid of the dark or the ambient sound of the caves, bring a friend with you. In my case, I'm just a little bit rat cave. A little bit of a rat cave. So where I'm entering right now, one is to be sure that there is no pirates in here, whether they are NPCs or players, and also to find loot boxes. In these loot boxes, you can find anything. That's also another point to come here. You can find armors, helmets, medpens, medkits. You can find anything. No, sorry, the allergy right there. In the white ones, you will always find armor-related things. So you can come here without anything and leave with a lot of things. In this one, this is at med supplies completely. So if you are always searching for anything related to medicine, come here. In this case, we have a medical tool and some magazines for it. I'm gonna take them. Why not? It can be useful. Then there is also another type of box that if I'm able to find, I will show you. It's a little green box. Really little. That one tends to have some variation of resources inside. Those resources can be from anything, from food, supplies, multi-tools, attachment, and the most important thing, it also has already minerals inside. That means Hadanite, that means Dolivin. I haven't seen Aphrodite at all, but already with the Hadanite, you will have quite a lot of them. And believe me, it is worth searching for those boxes. So I'm going to explore the cave, and I'll be back if I find any of those boxes, or if I don't find it, when I have the backpack completely filled with Hadanite. Okay, I have found one. The more you enter the cave, the bigger will be the caverns, the spooky will become, more sound, more ambience, more everything. So, like I said, if you are afraid of the dark, if you are a little bit afraid of everything right in here, bring a friend with you. That will calm you down. These boxes are the one you want to find in the cave. Why? You will see it right now. And I will also explain why. This is why. Minerals inside. Why is better to find this mineral than mine this one right now? I don't know if it's a bug or it's a feature at all, but it's quite interesting. If you look at the space, the Hadanite rocks right here takes, this is 1,000 PCSU. This one is 1,300 PCUs, almost 1,400. Not only that, but they are almost 10 times more expensive. Like this one is only 270 credits. These are 2,700 credits. Why? I have no idea. But they are worth more. So pick them up. They will also take a little bit more space in the backpack. And right now, with the Invictus Week active and the free fly, you may be experiencing some lag that will take all the things you store in your inventory and put them back in here. So I recommend that you wait a little bit and see if that affects you at all. In the case of the med tool, it didn't happen that at all. Yeah. So if you see that a little bit of time has passed and none of it goes back to here, you can be completely safe that not bugs or not lag is affecting you right now. And keep exploring. There can be different amount of loot, different amount of boxes, and everything in here. They tend to hide those boxes quite a little bit. You can see a little bit more during without the light. So use it to find different entrances in the cave. But like I said, I will be back the moment I fill the backpack with the Minables rock or the one I found in the boxes. Another thing to be worried about, don't move too fast in the cave because of this. You can find random holes in the floor that will take you deeper zones. Sometimes maybe you won't be able to go out. In this case, you can go out. And we are safe because we are in the gravity of a moon. If you are in the gravity of a planet and fall in a hole like that, you maybe broke your legs. So be careful moving like this. Sometimes it's worth to turn the lights off because you will be able to see these holes. And also, try to not get lost, okay? Getting lost in the cave are fairly easy. So use your ship like the North Pole, okay? Like you were using a compass. In this case, you need to jump. Okay, safe. Cave mining is a little bit risky for different things, but also is enjoyable because of this. You're exploring and you're looking at different biomes many times, a lot of different decoration, many different things. Yeah, another box like that. This is what. Right now, you don't have to worry also about any kind of alien, any creature, any predator in the cave, at least for now. Yeah, you hear me right, for now, because CIG has a dark sense of humor, and they want to put some creatures in this. Look, now there's more supplies, you have some food, you have some water, you have fruits. Don't take the fruits, they have secondary effects that can completely break a lot of things. And you have some subscriber items. This is another multi-tool. If you already have one, you don't need to wait to pick this one. But this is a subscriber multi-tool. If you look, this is completely different from the standard one. So you can pick them up. And also more minerals. That's the important. The most important thing are the minerals, okay? Always pick first the Hadanite. It's the most expensive one. And then you can pick the Dolivim. My recommendation, don't change things from one inventory to the other really fast. even if you want to, that tends to create some problems. Even with the Invictus right now, if you do that, it will create more problems. Without the Invictus, it creates some problems also. In these games, you always need to remember to be patient and be a little bit slow. Never too fast, never in a hurry. That is dangerous. If you also want some food, you can pick this up. These protein juices are extremely good because they not only give you water, they also give you food. So in this case, you can see that the effect is hydrating, but this one is hypertrophic and hypermetabolic. It's both of the same. So it's really useful. So if you want to check out if you have everything in your inventory, you can open it right here. And we have everything needed. Nothing is lost. The caves are really beautiful, so I recommend exploring them at least one time. Some of the caves have sorry, I will try to say that in English. It's not easy for a Spaniard like me. Bioluminescent, I think it is in English. That means there is some animals in the ceiling, so a small bacteria, something like that, or plants that emits light, and it's extremely beautiful to see. I want not to show you that because I want you to explore the game. The game is beautiful, even with the game, with its bugs and failures. The game is absolutely beautiful. Okay, we have the backpack completely filled. So I'm going to do another thing if I can. Okay, no, I cannot do it. But now, we have a little problem. We still have some minables here. So you can do several different things. One, you can go back to your ship, drop everything you have here, and come inside again to take everything you weren't able to take. Or you can go right now to sell. In this case, I'm going to do the first thing. I'm going to go back to the Aurora. It's going to be a long travel. I'm going to come inside again and steal everything from this cave. Because I'm a fucking loot goblin and I love looting in this game. Not only in this game, but in every game. So I will see you in a few minutes when I have everything still or stolen from this cave. Okay, we are back at the ship. I have already loot all the boxes in the mine. I mine completely everything I found. Unloaded everything on the ship. I have the backpack with, I think it's 75% of the load of Hadanite from mining, not from the boxes. All the Hadanite and other minerals I found are in the ship. So we can see the difference. Now, you want to leave the planet as fast as possible. The moon, sorry. But you're not going to need to go to Poro Lizard, Horizon, or Grimhex. You can actually sell all your minerals in the same moon you are. You just need any outpost, and you can access a terminal in order to sell everything. In this case, I prefer going to Arcor Mining Area 141 because it's the most familiar place for me. It tends to be the safest and doesn't have any problem from my point of view. So, I have probably taken like 40 minutes looting and exploring the cave. So you normally, if you only came to mine one backpack of Adenine, it will take you like 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, even less if you are extremely lucky and really good at it. So cave mining is fairly profitable, it's really easy, fairly safe, as long as you don't make any crazy move or anything in the cave. I think that has to be clear. The more crazy things you do in this game, the more probability you have of finding any game-breaking books. Sorry, right there. My brain is farting right now. Quite a little bit. Now comes a fairly important thing. Right now, I don't know why they did it, but some bounty hunter missions may spawn pirate ships above outposts, bunkers, or I think there is one cave in Daimar that has a huge probability of having a few pirate ships on top. So when you are going closer to the outpost or any bunker or cave on Daimar, if you are at 4,000 meters and you don't see any red point of the minimap or targets, you know that there is no pirate ships right there. Land right here, closest as possible to the trade outpost, and I'm going to show you how much loot I have. Okay, that's in the local vehicle. This is all I mine. As you can see, it's all 1000 PSU. And this is everything I found in the boxes. Quite a lot. Okay, you want to find the outpost with that extractor right there, this light. The orange light outpost is the one that can sell you everything, can sell you, and can buy from you. You're in a safe zone, so you don't have to worry about anyone killing you right now. Players or NPCs. And let's sell everything to see the amount of profit. So first, I want to sell the things in my backpack. Reminder, this is at 74%. So yeah, it's a good amount. It's a good amount of credits. I was going to say 20,000, but now this will be like 15,000, more or less. It's not a bad amount. Remind yourself that this is only a light backpack, so you have a fairly small amount of capacity. If you're wearing a heavy backpack, you are going to have almost 3 times of the capacity. So you will be making like 45 to 50,000 credits with a heavy backpack on. Now the Aurora, you're gonna see the difference of it. Yeah, 96,000 using Hadanite. And in Doliving 15,000 alone. So yeah, these games give you a lot of rewards for exploring. A lot of people don't tend to explore in the game. The game is giving rewards, quite a lot of good rewards for exploring. So if you are doing anything in the game, I recommend you to explore. No matter what you're doing, explore a little bit. It can give you impressive rewards. Subscriber player items, fairly good amount of loot. In this case, look. Armor I cannot find in any store. Some items that no longer are in any store. Weapons, armors. There's too many differences right now that you cannot longer buy in any store in the game. So like I said, cave mining is fairly profitable, fairly easy to make, safe, and not that expensive. The amount of money I have spent in these armors is like 5,000 in my all equipment. So armor, multi-tool, and everything on it is just 5,000 credits. And just with the cave mining, you have done like 15,000 credits. 15,000 credits, sorry. That's already 3 times the amount you spend. So just with the first travel, it's profitable. And if you do cave mining, well, you have seen 100k just cave mining right now. It's extremely easy. In cave mining right now to find those loot boxes and find a huge amount of credits on it. That being said, you probably have noticed along the video, if you have watched this long, that my English is not that good. And that's because I have fairly oxidized my capacity to speak in English. It has been several months without me speaking on it. And this is, like I said, it's technically not the first video because I uploaded the same video yesterday. I was not happy how it ended, so I deleted it. And now I'm remaking it completely. Hopefully, with far better quality in my English after practicing a whole day on it. If you see any failures, any mistakes, anything, when I'm speaking on it, please point that out in the comments. I will appreciate that because I need to refresh all my English because I only have not used it for a long time. And I will be seeing you in the next episode where we are going to use a ground vehicle to also mine. It's not going to be as profitable as cave mining with exploring, but it's also going to be a little bit different and fun. Because ground vehicles right now in the game are extremely fun to drive. So hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.